I don't think the pandemic hasn't changed too much in that respect. I think we need automation just to become more efficient. People are looking for improved efficiencies, whatever they're doing. The big interest in automation is that people become more efficient in what they're doing. It enables them to reduce their costs. It is very competitive out there. It's a very cost-conscious market that we have, and we're aware of that. We're seeing threats from cheap products from China. So there's things you've got to be aware of. You've got to offer. Well, quality of product, I think, is a given. Delivery service is important for us, and that's what we differentiate ourselves in the market, being here. But people want something at a reasonably priced. So cost is a driving factor for a lot of people. So automation enables you to improve your product efficiencies, your throughputs, and enables you then to reduce ultimately your costs.
Automation can be fantastically flexible. It can be faster, more reliable than a lot of manual labour, but people bring decision making at a level that you really need to have thought of beforehand. You need to have programmed in to automation, and if you didn't program a particular decision making idea into an automation process, then it can't handle it when it meets it. So people are able to deal with the unexpected, and there is always the unexpected in automation.
Obviously, everyone talks about the Internet of Things and Industry 4. They're popular. I think SMC, we've been at the driving front of a lot of technology changes with our wireless technology. So we're enabling people to use a manifold, and onto a robot, onto a machine, without the need to cable and to run piping at that. What you're finding is that people want to know what's happening in their factories. So I likened it to a car. That when you drive a car, you've got all the instruments on there telling you what speed you're doing, how much fuel you've got left, on the range and that. And that's what people need, that's what they want in their factories. They want to know how their factory is performing. So this is the technology with these, with I/O links and that, so that the person in the factory, the one controlling that, can see how the factory is performing. He wants ultimate efficiency out of his machines, and that detection then, that monitoring, will enable him to know when to service that machine. So if you see that the machine efficiency is reducing, then there's time to step in and make some changes. And that's, I think, an important factor. And this is something that we offer products for the market that they can do that. If we looked at the current situation, obviously we're still in a pandemic. And that has actually been a challenge for us. We've experienced in the early days of the pandemic the disruption with the supply chain. Predominantly that was affected by transportation, so it was difficult transportation. When the pandemic hit us initially, we answered the government's call to support, for industry to support the ventilator program. But we were finding it difficult because obviously to try and get product transported across the globe was very, very difficult for us. So we've gone through the stage of the transportation disruption, and now we're seeing a disruption in the material supply. So there's component shortages now. That's been a challenge for us. I hope the government realised the importance of UK manufacturing. During the first stage of the pandemic, when they reached out to industry, I was in touch with the cabinet were phoning me because there were delays with the product, and I'm thinking to them, I actually said, you're not supporting the country because we're dependent on Asia for product. So I think the government realisation there is an opportunity. We need to invest more in the UK. I think this super deduction, this 25% tax rebate, I think is something that will encourage, I hope, businesses to invest in the UK. And I think the realisation, again, I think COP26 has raised the importance of the impact on the environment, transporting product around the globe, that we need to bring things more local. And that's something we're looking to do. In fact, the corporation is aware of that, is to transfer more production from Japan overseas, to get closer to the markets.
We're seeing increasing effort to decouple business growth from the resources used. So whether those resources are time, whether it's raw material, these things are limited, and we're constantly being challenged by customers to get more from less. So these are today's challenges.
The number one opportunity, I think, for manufacturing is the government's super deduction. We've taken advantage of that this year, investing in new machinery, and that's having an advantage for us. One, it's enabling us to get new machines in, more efficient, which actually contributes towards our carbon offsetting strategy, and I think encourages us to improve our production efficiencies as well. So I think industries can look at that. We're budgeting for next year to put more machinery in to replace our machines. So I think automation is going to be the driver. There's new technologies that are coming in to help factories to become more efficient. The marketplace is heating up. What we are seeing is, as the economy has recovered, we're seeing a lot of poaching. So we're seeing within the market these agents now putting around, and we're seeing some staff being headhunted to leave, predominantly in the outside sales. Internally, that's not been an issue for us. I think we're a good employee located in Milton Keynes. It's low unemployment, but we are a good employer and will offer a good salary and attractive benefits. So it's not been an issue internally. But your question regarding recruitment, we're looking at bringing in apprentices. If you manage your succession planning correctly, then you bring in and train people to your requirements. Again, we're a little bit quirky in some respects. We've got a way of doing things within SMC, and I like that culture. So if you can bring young people into the organisation and nurture them, then I think that's a better fit for SMC. Apprenticeships are the key, not just in the factory, but also we're doing business apprenticeships as well for people coming through to develop them. And they're not necessarily young people. We've got mature people on apprenticeship schemes also.
It's a fact that robots and automation do replace people in businesses. But you know what, our experience has been everywhere that happens, it creates new employment opportunities for people, because most businesses are actually looking to push the envelope all the time of what they're capable of doing. This is where people step in, and businesses that are looking to take their business forward is constantly looking at new processes, and people are always going to be involved in that. I don't see full lights out in UK factories for a very, very long time to come.